Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the Star Wars The Mandalorian's N-1 Starfighter from the Disney Plus TV show The Mandalorian. This is from 2022, set number 75325, coming in at 412 pieces. Let's get into the minifigures. We've got Mando. He is wearing his metallic shiny Beskar. He's got the dark saber with him, so different printing than the one that came with the Razor Crest, and a jetpack. And then we do have a face print, and of course we'll pull his helmet off, we'll pull his head off, get the dark saber out of his hand for now, so as it rolls around. You've got the jetpack, of course. Nice looking jetpack. We're going to put that to the side. We'll get his head back on him here as we get him kind of ready to get into the cockpit. The jetpack will not fit with... Mando can't wear the jetpack and be inside the cockpit. It gets a bit tight. So here's the back printing. Got sidearm printing, leg printing. Good overall figure. Of course, we also have Feli Motto. And she's got this cool little belt piece here, holding a wrench there. The hair, we're going to remove that here, so you've got a different face print as well. It's a fun character. I like this character. Got a little BD droid. If we can get a zoom on this here. There we go. It's got a little bit of printing. Pretty neat little droid here. Kind of cool to have. And of course, little Grogu himself. Unchanged. We'll scoot those guys out of the way. All right, let's look at the Starfighter itself. Very cool profile. Very similar to the N-1 series Republic Starfighters, the yellow ones from like the prequel series. There is a spring-loaded shooter. We'll get that out of the way so I don't have to deal with launching it. So when you push down on here, it will trigger the shooter and it'll fire out. I don't actually use these as mine are on display, and I don't want them randomly shooting off. Looking at it from the front, and just keep in mind here, it's very long. It's got a little rubbery tail here. So from the front, as I try not to poke my background here, we've got the engines. I mean, it's very cool. It's somewhat hot rod-esque in the sense that you've got kind of the supercharger, we'll say, up front. Just has a really nice profile. I like the look of this. I like that it's, like I said, kind of like a hot rod style. This piece you want to be mindful of. The attachment here isn't the best, so it can get knocked off. I haven't knocked it off, but I have heard that can be an issue. You can kind of see if we get close here, where it's starting to look like it wants to just, pop off. So usually we just try to make sure it's in there. It's just where it sits, it's more prone to do that. It would have been nice to have gotten some type of a Technic pin, even a little one, to connect to here. The way the pieces are, it doesn't really work that way. But just something to keep it from easily getting knocked off. Tail, let's flip it here. It's always a little tricky to deal with fighters. And then get them in the shot here. So let's do this. We'll angle the camera. There we go. That's a little bit better. So very, very cool. It's kind of almost like a stingray type of thing going on here, like a sea creature of some kind. Very, very cool. The cockpit. This is the dome that Grogu's in. And let's get him into that little dome here. grab Grogu, and he just sits there on a little stud. Be cool if he had a little that little metal ball, the little knob for like the control stick, so he could tap it. What's really neat though is there is a cool sticker in here. If I can show you, in fact it may be easier just to pull this off. And then let's put the fighter down. I'll show you what this looks like. It's actually a really cool sticker. If it was a print, that'd be great, but just a really nice sticker. It looks like the little different sensors and the displays for the Starfighter here. And pretty neat. I like that. Again, would love to have no stickers at all, but sometimes just the way it is. And then, of course, now that I pulled it out, I'm trying to get it back in there. There we go. So you don't have studs in here. He's being held with just this little piece that holds the legs. So let me get him all set up here as I'm doing that off camera. Just getting his arms all lined up. I need another hand. Get him all. It's like arms up. And then we'll sit him down and kind of lean him back. And then arms down, close that on to his head. There we go. There is some gapping here, just the way the pieces connect. But again, not too bad. So that's what they look like as they're flying by. Still think it's kind of funny. Reminds me of the Homer Simpson car with the dome for the kids. There's a piece right here, a little compartment. So this comes off here, and you can store a few things. We can do the jetpack, let that just kind of hang out in there, and then also you take the Darksaber and take it apart, and then you can drop all that in there as well. And then all of that will live inside of here. Let's take a bit closer look at some of the engine detail, which is very nice because they're somewhat asymmetrical. Not fully, but there are some differences, as again, this is kind of like a hot rod style thing that was put together. So a few slight differences, nothing too crazy difference-wise, but definitely interesting to say the least. There isn't any landing gear. It kind of just sits, and I believe in the show as well, it's kind of just hovering. So you've got that there. N-1 Starfighter. I like it. I think it's cool. It is a bit tricky to display sometimes because of the tail being so long, but it looks cool and just fun kind of fighter craft. Normally I don't do fighter craft, but it's one of those things where it is a little bit unique and it's a little bit different. So that is all I've got for you guys today. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one, and hopefully pretty soon, the UCS Razor Crest. Have a good day, guys.